Warning, this show contains lots of vulgarity, questionable content, and the angry jackalope might just be a crazy motherfucker. You've been warned.
What's up, YouTube? Angry Jackalope Rob Ricks, motherfuckers, and I am back. I just finished the Hell Challenge number 5 with Tops Knives Ax. Now, I made a couple modifications to it. Just little things like I used paracord to kind of hold it in place and, be able to just sling it over me. I also did some modifications so that I could use that same paracord to hold these guys right here out of the way so that they don't get tangled when I want to pull it out. Okay. And it holds it in place also, so later on when I want to put it back in, there's nothing to obstruct it. See? This is a little minor paracord hack. So, the Ax. How did it perform in the Hell Challenge? Well, let's find out. you can see it performed very well. And the best part is, if we come in close here and we look at the edge of the blades, after all of that, not a roll, not a chink, at least none that I can see. I'm going to feel it in a second, see if I feel any burrs or anything. But even on this side, this really surprised me because I just figured this was going to get fucked up. It looks like there might be one little chink there, down here in the bottom right at the bottom edge. You might be able to see a little bit right there. But other than that, I mean, we got some coating that came off, which is no surprise considering this bitch completely went. Oh, there we go. We got some chinks on this side that I can see pretty well. Let's see if you can see it. Let me rotate this a little bit. Just some very fine chinking, nothing major. Let's see on this side right here too. Yep, seems like you can see a little better on this side. Maybe this was the side that took a little bit more. Yeah, there's some very fine chinks, but nothing at all that is a showstopper. In fact, this is beyond impressive. Beyond impressive. This shit right here impressed the cow fuck out of me. I am so thoroughly impressed with this that this is probably going to be one of my mandatory tools that I bring with me in a really fucked up situation regardless of weight. And this bitch is pretty heavy. Tops is killing it when it comes to shit like this, because you know what? The what was it other Tops hawk that they had? The IDT? I think it was the IDT or something like that. The one I did a long time ago when I did the Tomahawk Throwdown. That motherfucker performed really well too. This did super well. This is by far Angry Jackalope approved. I have no reservations recommending this to anyone. Now, obviously, as you saw in the video, I used gloves. And I highly recommend anybody who's going to be doing anything with any kind of equipment like this, always have a pair of gloves with you, because your hands are fucking important. And the last thing you want to do is really jam up and fuck up your hands. So gloves are like mandatory. That being said, I didn't feel any hot spots. I didn't feel any discomfort. And I swung a couple times with pretty much everything I had with full confidence that I, A, wasn't going to lose it, B, it wasn't going to hurt my hand, and C, that it was going to hit what I was aiming for. There was only, I think, 2 times on the 2x4 where I missed my mark. And that was, I don't know, I'm a little off my game. I wasn't fully concentrating. But then I would get back on it and I hit pretty much everything that I was aiming for. So it's very accurate on the big side here. You know, on the point side, it took me a couple of swings to get my mark, to figure out what was going to hit when I swung, you know, because the angle was kind of throwing me a little bit. So when I was swinging, I was thinking it was going to hit a certain spot and it was off, you know. But after I did 2 or 3 swings, I figured out where it was hitting, and then it was second nature, so no big deal. So that being said, that was awesome. Now, I want to address a couple of things that came up during the live stream where I had Matt and Brooke on. We were sitting there talking. One thing that, and I've mentioned it to Craig too, and there's a couple of things that they might do in addition to this. One thing that Craig mentioned is they might have another variant where there's no knife on this side. It'll be a hammer side, a blunt side, which I think is interesting. But I really do like this. And one thing we were talking about during the stream was to basically take that much off of this right here. So not have it come wrap around this way, but have it come straight down this way. Come straight down. So if I was to go like this, and I took that off, where the paper is at, cut that off right there, then what would happen is this would come like this, and then I could choke up from the backside. But see, as you see right here, I can't right now because that piece right there is poking my hand. So I can't choke up to do close quarter stuff with this, right? Now if I can go back down this way and do it this, but you don't get the same advantage as you would like on this side. See, on this side I can come all the way up. Come all the way up. If that wasn't there, that would, I think, improve this substantially. So those are just a couple of comments that came up during our stream. The other thing, and Top said they're probably going to do it, is extend the handle. So it'd be nice to extend the handle probably up to here. That way you can really do a double-handed swing, because those double-handed swings that I did were ridiculous, fucking insane. Tops understands also, there's been a few people that said they don't think this is an axe, they think this is more of a hatchet or a tomahawk. And Tops basically said, you know what, we didn't want to call it a V hawk or a V hatchet. You know, they wanted to call it the V axe, and they wanted it mostly as a naming thing. And you know what? As a company who makes it, they can call it whatever they want. They want to call it fucking the V chopper, the V basher, whatever. It's up to them, you know. But I tend to agree with most folks and say this falls into a tomahawk category. That being said, this thing is fucking amazing. So I'm going to pull the guys in. I'll get some feedback from them real quick, and then I will obviously I couldn't do any bashing on this one, so bashing was taken out of the equation. I just couldn't see this as a candidate for bashing. So even though it went through the Hell Challenge, there's a couple of things that we'll talk about in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Steve.
I like the way it chops, and I think that little stabby side is pretty fucking ill.
All right. Randy.
Holy shit, that's a bad motherfucker right there.
Damien.
I think it's deliciously constructive and deadly.
Ace.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, but I think I'll wait for the MOLLE camera on it.
Okay. Yeah, the scores are going to be right here. Now let's talk a little about price point. So price point on this is, it's $2 something right now if you jump on it, because you know Tops, whenever they release something, they kind of mark it down a little bit for early adopters to go ahead and grab a piece. I got it with extra options. I got it with the shiny side, and I also got it with these little O-rings added on there, so it's like another $17 on top of the base price. If you wait a while, it'll end up being something like 300 and 320, 300. Price point's right here. And I gotta say, from a performance point of view, I am not mad at the price. I'm not. This thing performs extremely well. In fact, I'd put this against any hawk that I currently own with no reservations. In fact, this is the one I'm probably going to grab. And I've got a Trauma Hawk from Zombie Tools that I absolutely love. But I think, I don't know, I just like this one better. I think the Trauma Hawk looks better, but I think this one outperforms it. In fact, what I might end up having to do is a follow-up one where I do side-by-side comparisons and see what's what. Because Trauma Hawk might outperform it, but my feelings right now after looking at the test, you know what? I don't know if I've ever taken a Trauma Hawk through a Hell Challenge. I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever really super hardcore used it. I think all of that hard stuff happened after the fact, although I don't know if I put it in the Tomahawk or the Tomahawk Throwdown. I think I did. I have to go back and look. I don't remember. It's so fucking many videos and so long ago. I don't remember. Anyway, as it stands right now, this one, freshest in my mind, is the most impressive. But I think I am going to do another Tomahawk Throwdown. If you guys have some lower end Tomahawks you think that are comparable so that we can do a price battle performance. So for example, if you know of a hawk from Cold Steel, for example, if you know one from, I don't know if Condor has any hawks, things of that nature, I'm more than happy to take some suggestions, go get them, and do another Tomahawk Throwdown. Now, after all of that, there's only one thing left for me to do. Earlier, when I did my first impressions, I did some cuts, and I was getting these nice little page curls and things like that. So I don't know if I'm still going to get that kind of cutting after all the shit I just put it through, but let's find out. Yeah, a little bit. Well, it still cuts, but yeah, it's not, well, it still cuts really surprisingly good. For, let's see if I can get it to snag. See if I can get a page curl. I don't know if we're going to get one. I don't think we're going to get one. Yeah, I'm not going to get a page curl. But it will definitely cut. So I will go ahead and resharpen it, strop it, and oops, that just tore. I didn't even touch. Yeah, it just fucking tore. I was getting some good cuts in the very beginning there. There we go. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Oh yeah. I could feel a little bit of a burr. So yeah, I just have to strop this, take it through a sharpener maybe once or twice. This is still pretty fucking scary though, this side right here. Yeah, this is still really fucking sharp. So anyway, I am thoroughly fucking impressed. I hope you guys enjoyed that shit. That's it for now. If you like it, please subscribe. Tell all your friends far and wide. Until next time, please be good to each other.